as Parker takes it to the 11. Tackle made by Thomas. A pickup of 7 yards.
The only thing is if you score, you don't want to score too quick and give Clear Creek the ball. So it's a tight line you're working on.
Here comes Baines. Baines in the gun. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw over the middle of the field towards the back of the end zone. It is caught. Incomplete. Ball knocked away at the last moment. Not sure he would have been in bounds either. The intended receiver was Jordan Myers. Myers got his hands on it, was trying to tight rope the back baseline of the end zone, and Nick Daniels was there to pop the ball free and maybe even force Myers out of bounds before he ever got a toe in.
Yeah, that was a nice defensive coverage on that play. But if I'm the Gators, I'm not really trying to pass the ball right now. I'm trying to get the ball to Myers and run some clock. Just let the big boy run, let the time run a little bit, because once again, you don't want to score too quick and give your opponent the opportunity to score back at you.
3rd down and 3. Baines in the gun. He hands it off on the end around. It's Myers coming near side to the 10, into the 5, looking towards the end zone, and he's tackled shy of the end zone, but he has the first down, and the clock stops with 1:36 left at the Clear Creek 3-yard line. A gain of 8.
Yeah, it's a nice jet formation coming to your left-hand side. Give the ball to your Hoss and let him run, and he's rumbling over people all the way down to the goal line. That's a big-time run from a big-time player.
Clear Creek has 3 timeouts, and well, you'd like to call one here, but you also have to be realistic and know that Dickinson's 3 yards away from the end zone, and you might want those offensively.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He actually got out of bounds on that, so they're still leaving a lot of time, for Clear Creek if Dickinson scores.
Baines in the shotgun, handoff Myers towards the end zone, and he is in. Jordan Myers is in from 3 yards out, and they take their first lead of the second half. Flags are down, and it's going to be motion on Dickinson. And Snelson is on the field at the 18-yard line, inside the numbers, and he's saying, what was that?
Yeah, if you're the Gators, it's hard to say that right now because we're up here and we can look down, but if you're on the field, you're all in it. You don't mind that because it's going to run some more time out for you.
So back them up the 5 yards, and now they're at the 8. Yeah, if you score, it doesn't hurt you that much, but you still got to score.
Yes, yes, you're exactly right.
1:32 left. Clear Creek leads Dickinson 24-19. We're in the 4th quarter. 2 undefeated down in the Bay Area, 24-6A on the line. Baines in the gun, handoff Myers, sweeping left. Myers cuts it inside of the 5, still at his feet, leaning forward. Did he get in? He did! Jordan Myers from 8 yards out powers his way into the end zone, and Dickinson has come back from a 17-point deficit to take a 1-point lead, 25-24, the 1:26 left to play, and now you got to go for 2 to try to make it a 3-point game.
That's a big-time play once again for Mr. Myers, dragging people into the end zone. The crowd is going crazy. Dickinson, the Gators are they're going wild right now. That's a big-time opportunity for the Gators to score. Clear Creek has to try to stop them from getting this 2-point conversion because that's actually going to be critical coming down to the end because they do have the win for a field goal kick if they need to.
Here's Baines, handoff Myers up the middle, and he's in again. Myers can't be stopped right now as he takes it in on the 2-point conversion. The conversion is good, and now Dickinson leads by 3, 27-24. But going into the win, here's Clear Creek now down by 3. They still have 3 timeouts left. They can do something about this, Derek.
You're exactly right. With 1:26 left, you have 3 timeouts. As long as you control the ball, you get the ball to Mr. Smith, you have an opportunity. But that's a nice drive. That's a heck of a comeback from Dixon. Once again, they were down and out. They were buried for most of this game, and to get some plays to come back in and to have some stuff kind of go your way to make that comeback, it shows you why they're one of the top-ranked teams in the state, and it's coming down to the final possession. It's a big-time ball game, and luckily you guys are here to listen to it on TexanLive.com. It's exciting.
1:26 left. Dickinson will get set to kick this one away. Clear Creek will have 2 back deep. They're kicking with the win. On the near side for Clear Creek is Woodson, far side Smith. They're chomping at the bit to return this one. Gonzalez getting set to kick this one away. Gonzalez, a low line drive kick, bounces at the 12, and it will go all the way through the end zone. Well, that was a good break for Dickinson.
That's actually a great break. A lot of times when you have a lot of momentum that's going like that, everybody's excited. Usually the first thing you see is the kicker shank the ball because he's excited just like everybody else. So that's a great bounce for them to get the field position starting off of Clear Creek. And now it lies on the defense. A minute and 26 seconds left. You got your defense out on the field. You should have everybody jumping around at home. I mean, this is what high school football is all about.
The last drive for Dickinson, just a 5-play, 18-yard drive that was set up with that poor punt by Clear Creek leading into that drive. Hildreth, they're very good through the air. This is an offense that is suited for a spot like this. But you're in hostile territory going up against one of the state's best. Here's Hildreth in the gun. He has trips to the far side, down by 3. Hildreth takes the snap. Lefty looking to throw. Over to the near side, has all day. Now he rolls the pocket, will fire downfield. It's a sliding catch made at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 7. Howard made the catch, but the clock is rolling, a minute 15 and counting.
7 yards on the game.
They go quick after the pickup of 7. Second down and 3. Here's Hildreth again, quickly far sideline. It's batted in the air, incomplete. Intended for Wisen. Couldn't connect on that far sideline. This clock stops, a minute 03 left. They'll be facing a 3rd and 3 at their own 32.
Yeah, it's a big third down play right here.
Hildreth in the gun. He's got trips to the far side. Hildreth takes the snap. Here comes the blitz. He'll lob it over to the near side where it's caught by Smith. Smith up the middle across the 35. Now he tries to reverse the other side of the field, but he's stopped as he's tripped up at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Good enough for the first down. Clock stops for a moment with 56 seconds left.
Yeah, nice play, nice screen that I called a little bit earlier. Set it up. You're getting all that pressure. The screen works really well.
Hildreth in the gun, stripped far side. Hildreth takes the snap, looking to throw. He's going to throw the deep out over the near side. It's caught at the 42-yard line by Etzel. Etzel makes a man miss at the 35. Over to the near numbers across the 30 to the 25-yard line. And he's tripped up at the 25 on the nose. Snap, looking to throw. 37-yard near side. It's caught at the 42-yard line by Etzel. Etzel makes a man miss at the 35. Over to the near numbers across the 30 to the 25. Are going to have to blow this dead. Get him off the field. Whoa. Let's take a breath for a moment, kind of reset. 40 seconds left. We're in the 4th quarter. Dickinson just took their first lead of the second half after trailing by as many as 17 points. They've rattled off 20 unanswered to take a 27-24 lead. Clear Creek getting the football, the minute 26 left. They have all 3 timeouts. They haven't used one. They started the drive at the 25, and so far they have went 50 yards down the field to the Dickinson 25-yard line, and now they're in range. They have 40 seconds remaining, 3 timeouts left, down by 3. Clear Creek moving the ball against this Dickinson D.
Yeah, this is exciting football. Once again, Clear Creek, made the drives all the way down the field. They got the first downs, keeping the clock moving, and getting a stop every time they got their first down. And now big play, throwing out to your outside, having Etzel make the play, couple spins, to try to get some more yards after catch. We call it the yak. I mean, big time play once again, and Clear Creek is right where they want to be at this moment.
We saw earlier Eric Bowman. Remember, this is a 3-point game. Bowman made a field goal from 38 yards into the win. Middle, it's in and out of the hands of Brandon Howard at the 10.
Well, that's a big time pass from Hildreth, just off the fingertips of Howard. Almost there. It was good coverage, from the defenders. But that was a simple post route, trying to get the guys in the middle. Once again, the defense is in cover 2. You have 2 safeties. One covers one half, one covers the other half. And that middle is still wide open.
Trips far side, ball in the near hash. 2nd and 10 at the Dickinson 25. Hildreth looking to throw, steps into the pocket. Now he's going to try to take off. Now he'll throw, has a man at the 15, at the 10, the 5, and down at the 2-yard line. He got in. He's into the end zone. It's rolled a score on the far side. Looked like he went out of bounds, and the Clear Creek sideline is going berserk. Jaden Woodson taking it into the end zone, and he had that critical personal foul a little bit earlier in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you definitely atone for that. The thing I was looking for is to make sure that the Hildreth wasn't across the line of scrimmage before he threw that, but I didn't see any penalties. That touchdown's going to count. That is a big-time answer from the Creek.
30-27, extra point is on its way, and it is good. 31-27 as Chase Hildreth, the senior, impressive drive with the district championship on the line. They got the football, the minute 26 left at their own 25-yard line, and they take it 75 yards into the end zone and they do it on 5 plays. They use a minute 04 off the clock. Guess how many timeouts they used? Not a single one.
That's outstanding clock management. That's outstanding leadership from Hildreth, and also outstanding job from the coaching staff to get those young men set up and put them in a position. Obviously, they work that in practice every week. You know, the 2-minute drill. A lot of schools do that, but it's hard to, with all these folks here and all the media coverage, to actually execute that with all that pressure. So that's big-time stuff. That's the stuff that legends are made for. They're made of, yes.
An impressive drive by Hildreth and the Clear Creek Wildcats. Not over yet. 22 seconds left. Dickinson has a timeout. And they got some explosive returners back deep waiting at their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, they have to really be careful on this kick if you're Clear Creek. You know, you don't want to shank it. You don't want to kick it out of bounds. And you have to make sure your coverage is outstanding. And I'm sure the special teams coach, Coach Cope over there, talked to those guys before saying, hey, make sure you're in your lanes when you run down this field. Watch some kind of trickery, some kind of trickeration, pass across the field kind of stuff.
They just moved Myers back deep. They traded him with Parker, who was on that second line. So you have Fowler back deep, and it's a pooch kick, bobbled at the 34-yard line, picking it up, running back across the 35, down the sideline to the 40, 45, and he gets it near the 50-yard line. That was Blake Carlisle who picked it up after the initial bobble and takes it to the 47-yard line. And if anything else, now you're within distance of a Hail Mary, especially with the wind at your back.
Exactly right. I mean, this setup's good for field position for the Gators. They still have an opportunity, 15 seconds. I mean, they still have one timeout. So, I mean, they have an opportunity, not only to take the Hail Mary, they can get maybe 10 or 15 yards, make it a little bit closer and then set up a play to get one of your playmakers in the corner of the end zone to finish this game out.
So Baines will be in the shotgun formation. He has a back to the right shoulder. He has a 3 receiver set with a tight end. And Clear Creek wants to take a timeout to talk things over. Good idea. You have 3 timeouts. You can't go home with them. Might as well get the defense exactly how you want.
Yes.
So 31-27. Clear Creek is up by 4. Fans, make sure you tune into the Fox Sports Southwest. Tune into Fox Sports Southwest tonight after our game from 11 to midnight for the Houston High School Football Wrap-Up Show presented by Texan Drive. Join Howard Chen, Ted Johnson, Courtney Rowland, and Courtney Madden as they take you around the city with all the week's football action. The Houston High School Football Wrap-Up Show presented by Texan Drive tonight from 11 to midnight on Fox Sports Southwest. Wind starting to pick up here, and that's good news for Dickinson because they can just throw one in the air and have it carry all the way into the end zone at some point, but not time for that yet with 15 seconds and 1 timeout left.
Yeah, you still have time. I mean, you can get a first down, they'll stop the clock, you can come up and spike the ball. You still should have maybe, depending upon what you're doing, should still have maybe 9 seconds left to go to throw the ball maybe one more time and use that timeout.
Baines with a 3 receiver set, drops back, will throw a slant, intercepted, picked off. It's Patrick Wadika with the pick, and that's going to do it. Patrick Wadika with the interception of DeLon Baines, and Clear Creek has come into Vitanza Stadium and has knocked off the undefeated Dickinson Gators 31-27.
Wow, it's a big-time play from Wadika. We've called that young man's name all night long. He's been flying around. You had your linebackers. What they did was a spy coverage. They basically came up to the line as if they were kind of blitzing a little bit and actually dropped back into coverage. It looks like a simple cover two, but when you put your linebacker back, of course, the middle linebacker is the main one in that cover two defense. Wadika's been flying around all day, dropped back, made.
John Snelson will not call the timeout. And that's going to wrap up an instant classic in the series between Clear Creek and Dickinson. A great comeback by the Gators, but Clear Creek had the ball last, and they take it all the way into the end zone.